We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are on chapter 1, text 16. Ananta Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhisthara Nakula Sahadevascha Sughosha Mani Pushpakau Kashyascha Parmesh Asaha Shikhandi cha Maharathaha Drishcha Dyumno Viratascha Satyakis Chapa Rajitaha Drupado Draupadyescha Sarvasha Prithvipate Saubhadrascha Mahabahu Shankhan Dadmuhu Prathak Prathak. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. King Yudhishthir, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell, the Ananta Vijaya, and Nakul and Sahadev blew the Sughosha and Mani Pushpaka. That great archer, the king of Kashi, the great fighter Shikhandi, Drishtadyumna, Virat, the unconquerable Satyaki, Draupad, the sons of Draupadi, and others, O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blew their respective conch shells. Sanjaya informed King Dhritarashtra very tactfully that his unwise policy of deceiving the sons of Pandu and endeavoring to enthrone his own sons on the seat of the kingdom was not very laudable. The signs already clearly indicated that the whole Kuru dynasty would be killed in that great battle, beginning with the grandsire Bhishma, down to the grandsons like Abhimanyu and others, including kings from many states of the world. All were present there, and all were doomed. The whole catastrophe was due to King Dhritarashtra because he encouraged the policy followed by his sons. So right at the beginning, Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra that there is no chance that the Kurus will win the battle. The Pandavas will win the battle, and it's going to be so many people are going to die because it's so many kings of the whole world were assembled there. Text 19, Sagosho Dhritarashtranam Hridayani Vyadarayat Nabhascha Prithvim Cheva Tumulo Abhyanunadayan. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. When Bhishma and the others on the side of Duryodhana blew their respective conch shells, there was no heartbreaking on the part of Pandavas. Such occurrences are not mentioned. But in this particular verse, it is mentioned that the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra were shattered by the sounds vibrated by the Pandavas' party. This is due to the Pandavas and their confidence in Lord Krishna. One who takes shelter of the Supreme Lord has nothing to fear, even in the midst of the greatest calamity. So when Bhishma and others on the side of the Kurus, they blew their conch shells, it was said, yes, it made an uproarious sound and it was like a lion, but nothing was mentioned that the Pandavas got scared or worried. No, but right now, when the Pandavas are blowing their conch shells, when the Pandavas are blowing the conch shells, then Duryodhana and his brothers, they are getting scared, shattered their hearts. They become fearful. What's going to happen? But whereas the Pandavas, they are getting the full confidence. Why? Although they have a smaller army, their army is much smaller compared to the Duryodhana's army, but they are confident that they will win. Why? Because Krishna is there. Their confidence is in Krishna. They're not even concerned with the outcome of the war. Whether they win or lose, it doesn't matter. It's just Krishna is with them, and that's what matters to them. So Prabhupada is saying one who takes shelter of the Supreme Lord has nothing to fear, even in the midst of the greatest calamity. So we are so fearful. Each of us has so many fears, although our fears might be different for different people. Something that's fear for me might not be fearful for you. But each of us have fears. Each of us, fear of it could be fear of death, it could be fear of disease, fear of getting old, fear of becoming dependent, fear of so many things, of fear of losing loving relations. There's so many different fears, no? Each of us has. But to the degree that we take shelter of Krishna, to that degree, we will become fearless. Our fear will be reduced to the degree we take shelter of Krishna. And if we want to become completely fearless, we should completely take shelter of Krishna. His lotus feet are the ones that the devotees take shelter of, and that's the reason they are fearless. Is that okay? So we'll stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.